As dawn breaks over Nevada, the 1957 atomic test series begins. The test followed a 12-day wait for weather conditions which would keep fallout at a minimum and scored a complete success. But the series will range from this baby blast with only half the power of the Hiroshima bomb to the most massive weapon tested on this continent. Background for this series of tests, increasing controversy over the dangers of fallout, with the Atomic Energy Commission coming under mounting criticism both abroad and at home. At stake are grave world issues.
Fast forward to 1966. Concern about fallout from atomic bomb tests may have some peaceful uses, as Professor Eric Forsyth, a retired engineer from Brookhaven National Laboratory, explains.
Nearly a century ago, Professor Einstein showed that mass and energy are equivalent. Not only that, a very small amount of mass can produce a great deal of energy. I discovered in my researches that the sand on the beach near where I live in Brookhaven produces a highly energetic element called radon, which can be added in precisely controlled quantities to gasoline to enhance the energy thereof. I can demonstrate this by taking a small sample of sand gathered from the beach and placing it on my highly accurate laboratory scale and scanning it with a Geiger counter. I intend to demonstrate this invention by adding such enhanced gasoline to my car and driving it at speeds unheard of when used with regular gasoline.
Install this Mac meter? Sure, not a problem. We probably install it right here.
Taken from a jet fighter, this meter reads 1 at the speed of sound, or 760 miles per hour.
The engine needs some special modification to accept its fuel, of course. The carburetors need adjustment. I've added a small quantity of the vital fluid to the fuel tank. Now, the additive reacts with the fuel in the tank to greatly increase its volume and produce a jet effect at the exhaust pipe.
Just the right car is also necessary to conduct these experiments, and the 1966 Jaguar XKE is the perfect choice. It is highly aerodynamic, has a strong engine and transmission, and the latest highly reliable Lucas electrics to withstand the stresses of achieving supersonic speed. At last, Professor Forsyth, the former RAF fighter pilot, is stepping into his new E-Type Jaguar to test his invention in his old RAF flying suit. Goggles down and it's chocks away. Will history be made today? It's out of the driveway and off down the quiet lanes of Brookhaven Hamlet as we head for Sunrise Highway. And then we will begin our journey to Montauk at the far end of Long Island. Once we reach Sunrise Highway, we should begin traveling at supersonic speed or not. The anticipation builds. Here we go. The car is reaching incredible speeds. We're at half a Mach, and it's smooth sailing. Uh-oh, what's this? Subsonic juddering just before breaking the sound barrier. A sonic boom! And we're traveling at supersonic speed. We're really flying now. Air friction is causing the hood to glow white hot. Not good for the paint. passing a plane? Incredible. Passing the World War I flying ace? Come on. He's done it 68 miles in just over 6 minutes using a tank full of gas. Professor Forsyth, what does this mean for our future?
It means that in a few years we could all be travelling in supersonic cars using cheap radon-based fuel.
And we all know how that fairy tale ended. The special sand was washed away in a hurricane, and Professor Forsyth was persuaded to take his sailboat on long ocean voyages from which he rarely returns. And in the boardrooms of Big Oil, a sigh of relief was heard, and we're still traveling at 55 miles an hour, and gas costs around $4. Welcome back to reality.
And now we're ready for the big road test.